and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Sims 4 speed build for you, and this one is extra special. It is another holiday build, and I actually built this with my mom on stream. So my mom actually was visiting me, and she was sitting here with me on stream while we were doing it, and I'm not gonna lie, we got nothing done the first day we started building. Like literally it was such a fun stream, but literally we got nothing done. Like it honestly just kind of became a joke on the stream at that point because we were just too busy talking to people and having fun, and honestly it just turned into total chaos. Like my bird showed up, my husband showed up, like it just basically I just lost control of stream, but it was so much fun. So be sure to check that VOD out over on my Twitch channel, and if you want to be involved in our builds, that link is also down below. So be sure to follow me over there so you know every time I go live. And I will also have that posted on my VOD channel probably sometime in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to get notified about that as well, be sure to follow me over there. And of course, all of it's linked down below, but it was so much fun having my mom on stream with me, and honestly, like chat really loves my mom. So my mom actually takes part in like most of my builds on stream, so she's usually in chat, but this one was special because she was actually visiting. She is known as Mama Spicy over on Twitch, so if she drops into chat, that's actually my mom. And we even have a fun special emote for her, which is just so exciting. So if you sub to me over there, you can also use the Mama Spicy emote. But anyways, that's totally off topic. Well, I guess it's kind of on topic because it was while we were building this. And I kid you not, all we did that stream, we were live for like 3.5 hours, I think. We made the floor plan and we decorated the kitchen and the dining room. That is all. That is as far as we got. Like, it really was such a fun stream, but it definitely did take 2 days. The next day that I did this, I did it on my own. My mom had already gone home. So I finished the rest of the build in a separate VOD. So anyways, both of those parts will be up eventually. And it was so much fun to build this, like I said. So this one, I've done several like holiday builds where it's all holiday and all Christmas. But for this one, I wanted it to be more realistic in that like the family lives here like normally and they just had decorated for Christmas. So they brought out their boxes of decorations and put that up. So lots of garlands and wreaths and stuff like that. But honestly, I think it came out so cute and cozy. And we decided on stream that we wanted to have like 2 kids. And like always, I am in love with the way the kids' room came out. And I know I'm ahead of myself because we are not there yet, but I just love the way it turned out. They have their own playroom and everything. There's also an office in this apartment. And like per usual, I underestimated how big this apartment was. I think it's the wall height. I mean, that's what I'm thinking it is. Like, it just seems very deceptive on like how big the build is because it really, there's a ton of room, ton of room in here. I mean, it could be a 3-bedroom if you'd like it to. You can convert the office if you'd like to, of course, and it is already available on the Sims 4 gallery if you want to download it under my ID spicensprinkles, all one word and all lowercase, and down below if you want to see it written out. And per usual, you can do whatever you want with it when you download it. And also as a reminder, when you download apartments in the Sims, it is actually uploaded as a room because that's how we have to upload them. And the way to get the game to recognize that it is a room is you actually have to delete some walls so it thinks it's one continuous room. So if you download this and put it in the apartment that it belongs to, it'll fit perfectly, but you will have to put some of the walls back just because of how I had to upload it. And we do use a platform later on in the parents' bathroom, which I'll explain a little bit about when we get to it, but I also had to get rid of that platform. So if you download this, you'll have to put that platform back because again, for some reason, the platform makes it think that there is another room when it's really not its own room. But anyways, I digress. The woes of trying to upload and download apartment builds on the Sims 4 gallery. I feel like we're all pretty familiar with it at this point, but I did want to remind you of how to do that in case you haven't done it or you're new to The Sims. But I tried to make this like, again, just like super cozy. We put a Christmas tree over here. So this is the one your Sims can actually decorate. And I really like just like the frosted look of this tree. And I left it like blank. I didn't decorate it because honestly, I kind of like the way it looked, but also in terms of gameplay would allow you and your family that you're playing with to decorate it yourself. And I put stuff around it to kind of cover up the boxes that are underneath it, which I presume are like decorating boxes, but I ended up covering that up with that giant teddy bear and some other gifts. And then in the kitchen, I add in that overhead light, which actually I use throughout the apartment. I'm thinking it's just a plain light, and they just put like some greenery on it for the holidays. And then I used, you could see that lantern over there on top of the fridge, which I totally forgot even existed in the game to begin with, which I'm very sad about because I really like it. I assume it's because there's a bow on it, and I just feel like that's very like holiday-esque in terms of decoration, so maybe that's why I don't use it very often. And we wanted to, over on this corner, put a cluster of lanterns with some of that holly, and it took honestly a lot longer than you would expect to figure it out. So I had a lot of it cut out here. However, on stream, we were sitting there talking like what colors we want to make it, how many should there be, like how do we set it up, where should they go? Like it was a whole thing on stream. And like I mean, it was, anyways, we finally figured it out, but we had a lot of discussion about it. And here in the living room, I put like an already decorated tree. I love this swatch so much because it's got that really deep red and green in it, and I thought it kind of matched the way these Christmas decorations were going in this apartment. And of course, if you are celebrating like other holidays in this apartment, you can change out a lot of the swatches to make it more customized to you and what your Sims are celebrating, or you can obviously get rid of stuff, you know, as much as you want to. And if you download it and just want to use it as an apartment, you can get just rid of all of the decorations. And I'm using, of course, that picture that I use all the time because it just looks so good. I love it so much. I just think it's a lovely photo. I feel like it's a nice painting of like the family. And I ended up putting these Christmas cards, like this garland of Christmas cards, on the fireplace. And you saw that I had to delete the walls behind it because it kept wanting to clip to the wall. But don't worry, we put the walls back, but I just had to do that in order to place those Christmas cards. And I think that looks so lovely. And literally, like my chat, we kept talking about how much of a fire hazard this is, like with all the garland, the bows, the ribbons, the cards. Like, I mean, the Sims can't even handle cooking without catching stuff on fire, so it's just funny to me. Those things in game don't actually affect like it catching on fire, but like realistically it would. But anyways, we had a whole conversation about that as well, and we put again some of those lanterns and that holly on this coffee table as well. And I love the deep dark wood color we used on top of that coffee table. I feel like it looks really nice and rustic here. And we ended up adding those, I think they're technically folded towels, but we use them as blankets because we wanted that like warm, cozy touch in here. Now your Sims can still sit on those items. Your Sim will just sit like in the towel blanket and it'll just be clipping through their body, but your Sim can sit there. So it's still completely usable, so you don't have to worry about losing seating here, but your Sim will just be clipping into into one of those, what we're gonna call blankets. And we ended up here putting in some of those lights, which honestly I always forget exist in the game. I think it came with one of the like kid related packs. I think it might be the kids room pack. Yeah, I think that's the one it came in. And this here is going to be the kids' room. So this is actually made for 2 kids. And it was so funny. I was actually in the middle of taking screenshots and I had a boy and a girl Sim in here. And I was simultaneously watching my VOD back when I was building this so that I can, you know, clip things and things like that. But I was sitting there and I was talking about how it was going to be 2 boys. So oops. So sorry if you were in chat and I was supposed to be using 2 boy kids, but that just didn't happen because I forgot by the time I made the Sims for this. And here you can see that I all of a sudden cut to having a wall cornered over here. And that is because the window goes all the way up to the edge of the wall and it just would not let me put a curtain there. It refused. You like literally, it just decided, no, you're not going to do that. And it made me so crazy and it looked so weird. I just said, okay, fine. I'll just draw some walls and we'll just block it off. And we're just not going to use that window so I can use my curtains. I was so frustrated. Like, I think it's because it was kind of the end of the building. It was kind of freaking out. And so anyways, that was our solution. We just had to wall off that window. And also, I don't know why, but in this apartment, some of the windows are white and some of the windows are black, and you can't change those. I think you can if you have like certain mods and stuff, but I don't have those, and it just, like, why? Like, why Sims? Why did you do that? I have no idea. Like, I think it even looks weird on the outside of the building. Like, it doesn't even makes sense aesthetically out there. It just doesn't make any sense. So anyways, I cover most of that up with curtains. But that was like the first thing I noticed when I got into this apartment to decorate. I was like, why are the windows different colors? Like, why is that even happening? Like, I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but whatever. And we ended up making that little nook over there this really fun play area, which I feel like as the kids get older could be swapped out for a nice like desk area so the kids can do their homework and stuff like that. Or you could use it as maybe a bigger closet, like that kind of thing. I feel like you have a lot of options there as your Sims get older. And I did use that really cute, like, it looks like crafted toy, what am I trying to call it? A dollhouse, I guess. It just doesn't look like a traditional dollhouse, but I did size it down because it was so big, but your Sims can still use it. You'll see it in the screenshot, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we just added, honestly, those little decals that are so cute. And I feel like those are almost like a secret item. Not actually secret, but they are, I believe, from Seasons. And they have so many wonderful swatches for all of the different, seasons and holidays. And they are so cute. So cute. I discovered it back when I did a Halloween apartment. And it was like mind-blowing like that even existed, because I feel like I don't usually go to decals when I decorate, and I feel like I need to be looking at them more often because they are just so cute. And we end up actually moving into what I feel like would be kind of the kids' bathroom, but is also kind of the general bathroom for the house. Well, no, I forgot. We have another bathroom. So yeah, I would say that this is just the kids' bathroom, and we do have like a half bath with laundry in it as well. This is a pretty stacked apartment in terms of things that are in it. But I use that really adorable like cat tile that we got with the, oh my goodness, why can I not remember the name of the snow kit? Oh my goodness. Anyways, the one where we got Mount Komorebi. I don't know why I'm blanking so much right now, but anyways, we got it with that kit, and I think it looks so cute. It comes in different colors, and it also comes with like a mountain swatch, so it's not just like cats, but I thought that was so cute with the kids' bathroom. Like, that's something maybe they picked out. And this here is going to be, I feel like, the parents' like office. Now, I ended up using the Dream Home Decorator board because it just looked really nice in here, and a lot of the Dream Home Decorator furniture. So I felt like maybe one of the parents was, in fact, an interior designer. And I also included a little space for the kids to play because I just thought that was so adorable. Like, while the parent is working, the kids can come in there and play like on the ground so they can be with their parent. Especially maybe if the other parent is off at work, they can all still be together. And I just thought that was so adorable. And I can't remember how we determined that that's what we wanted to do when we were on stream. But anyways, we made a lot of decisions while I was streaming. And so I feel like I forgot a few of them. But anyways, I wanted to add in some sort of like cork or bulletin board here, and that's when we came across the Dream Home Decorator because it looks so nice and put together. I feel like the other ones kind of look like some sort of like criminal, like, I don't know, crime search like thing like that you would have at a police station. I think that's because I think maybe one of them came with that career and one of them came with, I think, maybe Strangerville. So we all know the stuff from Strangerville is just a little bit off, although some of the build items are actually really fantastic. But I digress. We did find this lovely painting on the wall that is like this like winter theme. Again, I think that's from Seasons. So it has several like different seasons worth of photos, and that one was just this really nice one. I feel like that is the most unrealistic thing we did in this build in terms of like decorating. Like, I don't know, at least I do not have like paintings that I put up like that. I guess I have a few, but I don't like hang them on the wall necessarily. But anyways, let me know down below if you do something like that. We had also thought about, hey, well, what if we had like Christmas curtains? Like, do people actually swap out their curtains? I have no idea. So let me know what kind of things you do to decorate for the holidays. I personally go insane, and I have, I mean, so many trees, and there's so much glitter in my house. Like, you can't come to my house without leaving with glitter like all over you. That's just the way it is. And after we put up all of our holiday decorations, there is still glitter there forever. I think my husband started calling it Christmas cheer because there's just so much of it everywhere. But you know what? I love it and I do it every year. And this is actually going to be the parents' like suite, and I really like the way it turned out. So here we have their bathroom and what will be like kind of their walk-in closet. And I do kind of a little overhaul here. We decided to do like a nice walk-in big shower, and we put like a bench in there and everything. It actually looks very lovely, but I also wanted to include this really nice bathtub in here because I wanted to have this like spa like feel to it. And so we kind of do something interesting here. I have no idea how we ended up putting this bathtub on a platform, but we did. There was a lot of collaboration in my chat trying to figure out what we wanted to do, but it looked so cool. I was so happy with it, and you can see that we extended out that wall a little bit to give us some more room because I was like, I don't know why, but I really want this bathtub and I want it to look really like cool and interesting. And once we like put that wall there, it's when things just started happening. Like I ended up like doing a lot of experimenting here. I've, like I said, not done much. I don't use platforms super often because I feel like they do weird things when you try to use them and in your builds. And so here you saw that I tried to make like a step with a platform, but if I did that, it kind of took up too much room and I was worried your Sims weren't going to be able to get around it. So instead I ended up just using some stairs, which ended up being a lot shorter, as you can see there. And then we went back and forth on whether or not we wanted to put some railing, but it ended up honestly looking a little weird. So I think we actually got rid of it because it just, I don't know, something didn't match quite right. And I don't know why. I wish like if your stairs are next to a wall or something, they wouldn't actually put that side of the railing because I feel like that's kind of realistic. But the Sims do put it there, so it just looked weird, so we took it out. And of course, you don't actually have to worry about your Sims falling off of stairs, although that would be an interesting like death for them to add to the game. But anyways, we end up adding just at this point a lot of like decor here, and then adding in a lot of that like Christmas cheer in here. It just looked so cute. I think we put some garland above the mirror, and I think we put a nutcracker over by the bathtub, which actually was kind of funny. We were talking about it in chat and we were like, I feel like that would be really weird to just have something that has a face like in your bathroom. You would be sitting there like, oh, there you are. Like, I feel like I'd walk into the bathroom like at night and it would scare me to death. Like I'd be like, oh my gosh, there's something here, but it's not. It's just the nutcracker. But we thought that was kind of funny. But I wanted something on that landing, and that was nice and small. So you know what? We put it there, and it is play tested. So your Sim can use that bathtub. Although, like I said, what you will download from the gallery does not have that platform. You'll have to put it back in yourself because it just, The Sims doesn't like it on the gallery that way. And that's not true of regular homes. So if you do download something off the gallery that has platforms on it that's just like a freestanding home, you won't have that issue. But again, as uploaded as an apartment, I had to take that out. And of course, yes, this is an apartment, but you can actually place it down just on a lot and use it as a home. That's also an option. I've actually never done that before, but that's probably a pretty good idea, like, and would open up the possibilities of things you can get off the gallery and use on a normal lot. And in here, we ended up using some of that gray, again, pulling from kind of the main living area, and then some of that green, but we decided to use this kind of really nice pattern that you get with the high school years pack. And I was devastated. So that dresser there, like, I was so sad. I had no idea that dresser had stickers all over it. Like, why would you put those there? That was so frustrating. I was trying to figure out what I could do to make them not have stickers, but I was like, oh, I could just cover it on top, and then I realized the stickers were also on the front. So instead I swapped them out and just put 2 of those nightstands there. And I figured you don't actually need a dresser because you have that stuff in the closet and you have plenty of mirrors and things like that. So I just kind of like made my own dresser because I feel like that just looked really nice there. And we do actually end up putting a fireplace in here and a nice seating area for the parents, along with another Christmas tree. Like, this is actually a really fun decorated room, like, for Christmas, and I feel like would be definitely something I would do. I would have like a whole tree. Well, I guess I do have a tree in my bedroom, but it is not like a full-size tree. It's one of those like skinnier ones. But this one, we have a full-size tree in here, along with 2 chairs, and it just looks so cute. This is actually the swatch that went with a couch that we almost used in the living room, but we felt like it was just a little bit too much. But in here, I thought it looked really nice. And like I said, I tried to do it to where, like, if you took down the Christmas decorations, that it would still look like a cohesive home. So if you were playing with it and then took everything down, it would still look normal. And you wouldn't, like, be missing a lot of stuff. Like, I feel like some of the other holiday builds I've made, like, wouldn't make a whole lot of sense that way. Like, I did make a gingerbread house that's up on the gallery, and I did use CC for that. It's the first time I ever used CC, but it is so cute. And I also made a, like, holiday store that is shaped like a snowman. That's also up on my, like, I was about to say on the gallery. That's not. I don't know what is happening to me today because I keep mixing everything up. It is over on my YouTube channel that you can check that build out as well. It is super adorable. But those are, like, so Christmas themed that, like, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense otherwise if you were playing in it. And I wanted you to be able to use this apartment for more than just Christmas. I assume your family isn't, like, moving somewhere just for Christmas. And this is going to be the half bath / laundry area. And I will say, when I play tested it, the Sims did not like something about this in terms of being able to use the washer and dryer, but what is uploaded to the gallery has been corrected, so your Sims can use it. I'm not sure if it was the stuff I put on the wall or if it was the laundry basket was just too close to the washing machine, but it is all good. Your Sim can use the toilet and they can also use the washer, and you should be good to go. And I like to just put a shelf on top of the washer and dryer. It just makes it look more like built in, like it was a counter kind of thing, instead of just leaving them open. And of course you can remove it if you want to, and there's nothing really wrong with not having that. I just think it looks really nice. And we ended up just using this space as like a little, like, reading nook area. So we put a little bookcase and a nice chair to sit in along with a little ottoman. And I know I say this all the time, I really wish we could actually use ottomans. Now that ottoman has been sized down to make a little bit of sense over there. Your Sim can still sit on it, but they do float. Because I tried when I was taking screenshots and I had one of the Sims sit there and they were just floating over the ottoman, but they can still sit there. So if you don't mind that being kind of, like, visually a little bit weird, you shouldn't have any kind of problem there. And then I wanted to do this, like, nice built-in cabinetry here, kind of like a mud room, like foyer area, or maybe they put their shoes and their jackets and things here. And I figure having 2 kids, it's a pretty full family, so they would just have a lot of things. And then having this nice little entrance area with a mirror, so your Sims can, like, look at themselves before they leave and put their change and all that kind of stuff down here, along with, I think I put some mail and just other things I feel like you would have out here, like, just naturally from, like, playing if you were trying to be kind of realistic, although your Sims don't actually, like, use that mail and things like that. But I just love clutter. I love all of the clutter. I just feel like it makes it so much more realistic when you're playing in these builds. And I actually did remember to put a thermostat in here. I feel like sometimes I forget to put thermostats in the houses, and then I go to take screenshots and the Sims are really upset because they're really hot or cold, so I have to take care of that. And then we just put in this little area here with a little table. And we do actually do this interesting thing with some bookcases that end up being topped with a bunch of presents over in that random open space. Because I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I feel like it needs something, but I didn't know what. But like I said, we do put these bookcases down and then just top it with a bunch of presents. Of course, if you don't like it, you can remove it and, per usual, do whatever you want with this build. But I did mess around a lot with, like, how to stack these presents and what I wanted to put over there. But I think it looks really nice in the end. And be sure to stick around for screenshots because they turned out so lovely. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And leave me some comments down below of stuff you want to see on your channel or just to say hi, all of that kind of good stuff. I would love to read through those. And I hope you have a really sweet day. Bye, everybody.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing, just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then